The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Not from a Jedi.
The Council wants you to report on all the Chancellor's dealings.
That's treason.
We are at war, Anakin.
Very dangerous putting them together. I don't think the boy can handle it. I don't trust him.
I need your help, son. I'm appointing you to be my personal representative on the Jedi Council.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
What? Obi-Wan and the Council don't trust me.
Learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you will achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
You're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi? Every single Jedi is now an enemy of the Republic. Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Who could have done this?
Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
I feel so helpless.
You were the chosen one!
China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking.
Hey everyone, this is China Chicken, and this is the trailer for Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Very cool trailer. I'm going to do a little breakdown here where I kind of scrub through the video and talk about the trailer. I thought it was a really good trailer. They showed lots of... I wasn't really sure how they were going to be able to do this without, spoiling Palpatine being the Emperor, the Chancellor being the Emperor, and they just completely spoiled it. And in this movie, going into this movie, that we're going to see Anakin turn into Darth Vader in some way. It's got to happen. So they showed all that. They showed the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, so it's all out there in the open. They didn't call it Order 66, but they showed some of the Jedi getting gunned down by the clones, so pretty crazy. So let's scrub through this. So it starts off with one of my favorite scenes. It might be my favorite scene from this movie with Darth Sidious, Chancellor Palpatine at the time, telling Anakin that there's only one way to save Padme, and that's by learning different sides of the Force. And Anakin asks him, how can I learn these abilities? And he says, not from a Jedi. And we also get, Darth Sidious, or Chancellor Palpatine, I should say, again, explain to him the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, which I really loved. And, him telling him that Darth Plagueis was able to save the ones he loved through the dark side. And we know now that Darth Plagueis is Darth Sidious's master, so his master. And he tells him, that his apprentice killed him in his sleep. So he pretty much told him that I killed my master in my sleep, or in his sleep. So I thought that was really interesting that they showed this, the very first clip of the trailer. Yeah, throughout the trailer, we get a lot of these scenes where Chancellor Palpatine and Anakin are walking together and having a lot of conversations. We know that Anakin is spying on Chancellor Palpatine at this time to gather information, because they have some sort of thought that Chancellor Palpatine is evil in some way. And here we get a scene of them telling Anakin that he is a Jedi Knight now and he's on the council, but they will not grant him the rank of master, which is unheard of. So this obviously angers Anakin, because how can you be on the council and not be a master in his mind? And, you know, even Obi-Wan Kenobi's like, yeah, that's a little weird that you're on the council, but you're not a Jedi master yet. So Anakin just wants to progress to the next step of being a Jedi, which is, you know, you start as a Padawan, then you become a Jedi Knight, so you're kind of like out on your own, and then you become a master, which then, as a master, you can train your own apprentices. So Anakin really wants to move on to that next step, but they're not letting him at this point because they're kind of worried about Anakin and what he's becoming. And you see a lot of these clips of Anakin just fighting with his own emotions, and you can see him and Padme here having kind of a tough conversation. Anakin wakes from a dream, and he sees he sees his wife, Padme, dying in his dream, and that's all he wants to do is be able to save his wife, and that's why he ends up turning to the dark side, is he wants to learn these abilities from Chancellor Palpatine, who promises him, if you turn to the dark side and become my apprentice, then I will teach you these abilities to save your wife, which in reality, the way when he does turn to the dark side, he actually kills her in his anger. Ooh, and this moment was really chilling in the trailer, also in the movie. I remember seeing this movie when I was in 8th grade, and just the scene of them, you know, confronting Chancellor Palpatine and saying, you're under arrest, we know you're the Sith Lord, and Chancellor Palpatine fights them, and he jumps out of his chair and does like a twirly little dance and does this little roar. You can hear it in the trailer too. It's really chilling. And he attacks Mace Windu and all the other Jedi here and kills all of them. Well, except for Mace Windu, but yeah. So anyways, he's able to defeat these Jedi like they're nothing. And here we get a first little glimpse of Chancellor Palpatine shown as Darth Sidious. You can see it in his eyes. This is right after the fight with Mace Windu, him and Mace Windu, and Anakin comes in and cuts off Mace Windu's hand by accident, just trying to stop them from fighting, because Anakin needs Darth Sidious to save his wife. And, you know, Darth Sidious ends up using Force Lightning and killing Mace Windu and throwing him off the platform there. And yeah, so this is our first glimpse of Emperor Palpatine. Yeah, and then they go back and this is the moment that happens where Mace Windu and Chancellor Palpatine are fighting, and this is a really critical moment in Anakin's life where he finally turns into Darth Vader. This is the moment he turns into Darth Vader, is when he cuts off Mace Windu's hand. And I was really interested, kind of intrigued that they showed this little moment. This is a short little moment in the movie where Yoda is on the planet of Kashyyyk with all the Wookiees trying to help them in the Clone War. The Wookiees are fighting with the clones against the Separatists on Kashyyyk. And they just show Chewbacca really quick here. So I thought that was kind of funny that they show him, because in all the other trailers for the original movies, they never showed Chewbacca. Or maybe they showed him once or twice, but they didn't show him at all. And he's barely in this movie, and they show him, of course, you know. So everyone's watching this trailer is like, oh, Chewbacca's in this. Whoa, I got to see this movie now. And here they show Anakin. We all think this is Anakin watching this trailer, but nope, this is actually Darth Vader when he's actually turned to the dark side, and he's with the clones who have all been Order 66th, I guess. You know, so they're all against the Jedi now as well. And Anakin's walking into the Jedi Temple, getting ready to slaughter all the younglings and all the Jedi in the Jedi Temple. And here's a little clip of Anakin or Darth Vader on Mustafar, and you could just see in his eyes that they're all yellow. This is after he slaughtered the rest of the Separatists, so he can, you know, end that war, but then take over the clones for his own, along with Chancellor Palpatine or Emperor Palpatine. And yeah, Anakin or Darth Vader looks very evil at this moment. And this is the moment, I think, Obi-Wan and Padme land on Mustafar to confront Anakin. And we even do get a couple clips of Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting each other here. So, yeah, this is on Mustafar, where this is Darth Vader against Obi-Wan Kenobi before Darth Vader is in his suit. So it's pretty cool that they showed some of these clips. We get a couple more of them towards the end here. And we even get a little bit of Yoda against Chancellor Palpatine here in the Senate meeting room here. So this is always a cool fight. I like watching Yoda versus Darth Sidious here, so it's pretty cool to see that. And then finally we get the clip of Obi-Wan crying on Mustafar saying, "You are the chosen one." And that's all we get from this scene. We know that he says, you were supposed to be the chosen one. You're supposed to bring back balance to the Force, and give us that whole part. But he said, "You were the chosen one" in this. So I really like seeing this, and obviously this is right after the battle where Obi-Wan cut off all of his limbs, and he's burning from the lava right now, and this is how he becomes Darth Vader in his suit. So, yeah, very cool to see that as well in the trailer. And then, yeah, at the very end of the trailer, you get the logo for episode 3, and then you hear some Darth Vader breathing in the background, and you get a short little clip here of Darth Vader in his suit and Darth Sidious. So we know that this is 100% going to bridge the gap between the prequels and the original 3 Star Wars movies. So really cool trailer. I really loved it. I thought it was a great trailer. It was very modern, where they kind of cut up all the scenes here and tried to misdirect you in a way, but I'm seeing the trailer after I've seen this movie, obviously. They don't do a really good job of misdirecting you, but that's okay. Anyways, I love this trailer so much. It was really cool to see. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you can, leave a like and subscribe on this video. And have a great day, everyone.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking.